Ranking nerds and their interests.
Nerds, dorks, dweebs. We should end them. They do nothing for society. It's the
I feel like the term I already know I'm pausing. I feel like the term nerd is different now. It used to be more mean prior. Like, being a nerd isn't as weird because everyone plays video games. A lot of people watch anime. Yeah, like, geek is more of a nerd now. I don't know, like, what's, like, a terminology that it would be? Like, what's a nerd now? It's normal. Like, I don't think people get called nerds. You're like a chud. Or it's just like you're a fucking loser. I think that's, like, what they mean now. Because, like, nerd's different. Like, people used to get made fun of in, like, yeah, the early 2000s for, like, playing video games. Like, it was lame if you didn't do sports. But now if you're, like, on your high school Rocket League team, that's not lame. That's cool. Like, you'll see videos of them going into a tournament and, like, gaming's cool now and anime's not weird and owning a PC is cool. It's like, I feel like all that's changed, so it's like, what's left that people get clowned on for? Maybe a level of being too into it. Like, people that wear the Naruto, like, headband and, like, run around with, like, their hands behind their backs. Like, they probably get clowned on. But I think it's like the level of obsession with the topic.
jocks time now. The jocks are in control. Being a nerd or a dork those two things are different, by the way, nerds and dorks. Nerds are impressive.
Yeah, I think dork is lame, nerds are cool.
Nerds know stuff, and nerds, they have very specific hobbies that are dorky in a sense, but they're actually really good at them, whereas dorks are worthless nerds. And I am a dork. I feel...
Yeah, being a dork is like, you play World of Warcraft every day, but you still suck at it. Being a nerd is like, you know Life League, but you're in, like, fucking Diamond. Like, you're in a good rank. You're, like, pretty good. Like, you nerd out on Valorant, but you're Ascendant. So what's Jinxie? I would say Jinxie's a nerd. Okay, Jinxie's both a nerd and a dork. Like, He's both a nerd and a dork, because Jinxie is good at Rainbow and has a lot of hours in Rainbow, but he's like all of them at the same time. Like, it's not... Dude, he plays video games fucking 12 hours a day. What are you? I would say I'm a dork at most of the games I play. If you're saying personality-wise, like, I'm not very good at many games that I play, but I think if I, like, put my mind to it, I'd be better.
Weird talking about these things, because I remember in, like, the 2010s, like, you kind of wanted to be...
People that LARP being fans of anime are dorks. Like, open posting on Twitter that you're, like, a huge fan of One Piece for the first time ever, never spoken about it before, and you're like, yeah, this has to do with the gub gub fruit. Or the devil fruit. Like, come on.
A nerd, like, became cool for a little bit, and people were LARPing being nerds. I hate using the term LARP because that is a new thing, and it's whatever. I'm obviously very tired, but I am a dork. Like,
To be fair, you have to LARP a bit to get into something. Very true. I think there's a level of LARPing that's acceptable, right? If you are LARPing the World Cup, for example, and you're supporting the US, that's fine if you like your country. But going and LARPing, like, being a huge fan of football in general, when this is the first time you've ever watched football, is, like, lame. That's you? Yeah, people say I LARPed the Eagles. I don't LARP the Eagles. I just wasn't huge into football. I just always, like, yeah, I like the Eagles or the Bengals, like, one of the two, right? Those were the two teams. But I've always been Eagles since I was a kid. There's a clip of me talking about the Bengals, too, because I like both teams. And I do like Joe Burrow.
Do dork stuff, but I was always, like, on the edge of dork culture. Like, I was too afraid to jump all the way in because people would make fun of me, and I had to keep up appearances, so I never touched Magic the Gathering until I was 20.
Ooh, I touched Magic the Gathering, bro. That was probably the dorkiest shit I took part in since I was a kid. I loved Magic the Gathering, and then I stopped playing it in high school. Dude, I don't know. It's like, that's the thing, is the dorks when I was in high school were the kids that played Magic, brought their Switches to class, and only played on PC. But now, that's everyone. Like, so what's a dork now? Like, I remember, bro, I didn't, like, make fun of those kids, but I would talk to them. They'd be trying to convince me to get a PC. I'm like, bro, that's lame. Console's cool. Now I'm them. Now I'm going, nah, why the fuck do you still have an Xbox, bro? What are you doing?
8, because I didn't want to be made fun of. Now I'm at a point in my life where no one's going to make fun of me, or if they...
Everyone bringing that shit to school is whack? Okay, what's whack bringing to school? Bringing a Switch? That shit was awesome. I did that senior year. Senior year, I brought my Switch to school. At lunch, I would play Mario Kart with my friends. That was fucking awesome.
I can just cut them out. But I do dork stuff. You know what I mean? So I wanted to talk about nerds, and I want to talk about...
That's lame. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll just fast eat. I should have just fast eat my lunch and then hit a vape in a bathroom fucking 80 times.
I want to rank nerds based on what nerd stuff they're into, because there's a bunch of different kinds of nerds. So I'm going to be ranking and talking about nerds on the big screen. Right now I have Deadlock up. I got to take that down. I'm a game nerd. You guys play Deadlock? I hate the new holiday. And now we're a little bit closer. So let's jump in. Right up first, music nerds. I don't like you people. I don't like music nerds. I don't like that at all. I don't like it for...
What do you mean, like, oh, like they're, like, collecting memorabilia of music? Like, people that are really into vinyls?
2 reasons. 1, I'm jealous. I am jealous of people who are really into music. I wish I had the wherewithal to give a that much. You know what I mean? Like, I just, like, people who can sit in a room with nothing else and just listen to music and, like, go through albums and catalogs and just, like...
Oh, like when Drake released his albums and people listened it front to back, like, 5 times over the course of 12 hours.
They know who recorded what when and all that shit. It's very impressive to me. But you're also super annoying in a crazy way. You're annoying as Music nerds are annoying because they're they're not dorks. Music nerds are usually pretty cool people. You know what I mean? And they use that, they hold that over you. But they're being equally as dorky. It's like, you know, if you were like obsessed with Pokemon cards, you know what I mean? You knowing all that information, that's dorky. And you can't act like you're cool at the same.
No, but I think the reason that music nerds are considered dorks isn't because they know a lot about it. Like if you know a lot about Pokemon cards and you invest in Pokemon cards, that's whatever. I think where it becomes dorky is if, like, you know a lot about Pokemon cards, you still suck at Pokemon or you're wrong, or, like, music nerd-wise, you're really into music, you know a lot about music, you make your own music, and it sucks. Like that SoundCloud rapper in your high school that, like, mixes his own beats, and they're just straight poop. Straight doo-doo garbage, horrible, and they fucking promote it and, like, rent out like a shitty car to film a music video, and it's just lame.
Also, holy shit, the superiority complex of these people. Like, did you...
DJ Toenail, and he's still mixing beats, bro. He just plays the same fucking Spotify playlist he's had for the last 10 years.
Oh, name 5 bands or whatever. Oh, that's not Midwest emo, that's post-hardcore. Like, what? Okay, whatever, dude. Who gives a And also...
I would say that's not a dork. That's more like stuck up.
Do you like music? We all like, we're human. If you don't, have you ever met someone who said, I don't like music? Like,
yes. One time, and I remember being like, you're lying. There are a few people that literally don't like music. There's probably a few people in chat that just don't like music. And I just go, there's so many genres. How is that possible? There's so many genres of music. There has to be something in your animal brain that you fucking enjoy. Like, you're lying. That's a level of LARPing that annoys me. Where you're like, I don't like any music at all. I go, what? How? Same thing with people that are like, I don't like any movies and I don't like TV shows. Or they go, I don't like YouTube. I don't like YouTube. All of YouTube's shut the fuck up. That's the most common take you hear. People that say they don't like YouTube. How do you not like YouTube? Like you don't like YouTube because you went on YouTube recommended page one time, saw a video and didn't like it. Like there are literally hundreds of thousands of videos on YouTube uploaded every day. And you're telling me, oh, I don't like anything on YouTube.
Like, even if you like aren't that into music, a song comes on, you're not going to be like, turn that racket off. It's a song. Music's music. Everyone likes it. You're not unique for that.
I don't know what genre of music I like. I'm not saying that you need to know a genre of music you like. But everybody has one, even if you're not a big music fan, there's one song that you're like, nah, this fucks. Like, you have to have one song that you're like, oh, I like that. That's a nice song.
You're unique for going too deep into it. This is more of a personal anger with me, but I'm going to put them on C tier because they're not the worst of the worst. Maybe they are the worst of the worst. No.
So C tier's low. S tier's the dorkiest. Magic the Gathering's really fucking nerdy. And that's coming from somebody that likes Magic the Gathering. That's like the nerd. Oh no, D&D. Holy fuck, I'm seeing this lineup. D&D's the nerdiest shit.
Because they're not the worst of the worst. Maybe
that actually is LARPing. No, Magic the Gathering is you might get into character a little bit, but like you're just kind of playing a card game. D&D, you're legitimate. The game is LARPing.
They're the worst of the worst. No, it depends. Depends on the person. Some of them are cool. Some of them are fine. My boy Alvin Flames, music nerd. And he's chill. He's cool with it. But other people suck. Next up are the film nerds. And I'm going to go immediately put that in D. D o'clock is where they go. Absolutely, for sure. They are way worse than music nerds. Everything I said
Oh, so D's the worst.
about music nerds times a million with film nerds. Holy pretentious. Holy lording it over you. Holy shit, they suck. Also, it's less cool, by the way, than music nerds. Music nerds are like, you know, diddling on a guitar at a party, and that kind of sucks, but in a cool way. Whereas movie nerds are like, have you seen Ba-da-da by...
And no, that I will agree. The thing that I don't like about music nerds, because I know a few of them, and I love them, like I think they're still great people. When I want to watch a movie with somebody, I want to watch a movie that neither of us have seen or both of us have seen. I hate watching movies where it's like, we're a group of four and one of us has seen it and everybody hasn't. Movie nerds have seen every fucking movie. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, let's watch this. They're like, oh, no, I've seen this. Ruin it. And they're like, oh, I'll watch it, though.
Some French bullshit guy? You haven't? Well, you don't know.
Oh, they keep looking over, but I do that, too. When you put your friend onto a movie and you're like this, you're watching the movie, making sure they're laughing, like the funny scenes. See, that's the worst, is when you recommend a funny movie to somebody and they don't laugh. Or you ever show a TikTok to somebody and they just hit you with this? Yeah. They hand you your phone back. Oh, and I'm like, dude, that had me dying at 3 a.m. and you just fake smiled that shit. That's the worst. That's the worst.
Film until you've seen this. No, I like Spider-Man. Wait, oh no. Oh, I don't appreciate the art form enough. Whoa, who gives a
So you gotta have a lineup. If you ever want to show, let me give you the method here. If you ever want to show, you have to pan to the crowd, right? Don't show somebody a video that you think's really funny if you know them and you know that they won't think it's funny. Go in with like 5 videos and you'll hit 2, miss 3. It still comes out a dub. You know, if you get a couple videos in that get a chuckle, you did your job.
Can't keep swearing. It's not cool to swear, Tucker. Come on. But my God, I mean, I went to college with film students. Like, I was in communications with a minor in media, I guess.
But that's why I think if you ever want to... Sorry, I know I've paused so much during this video. If you ever want to recommend somebody a movie, recommend the movie that you could watch with them that isn't funny. Unless you're both, like, really high or something. Or you both want to watch it. Because it's like, it's so much easier to go, let's watch Django Unchained. You've never seen it. Because they're going to think it's cinema. You know, there's no world where they're going to watch fucking Interstellar and go, that was a bad movie. You know? But if you're like, oh, Dude, Where's My Car? Super funny. And then they get to the scene that I think's super funny and they don't laugh, I'm going, turn it off. I don't even want to watch it anymore.
Yes, I genuinely don't remember what my degree...
You have terrible fucking movie taste, dude. You're part of the 97% that gave it a thumbs down. Fuck you.
...is. That's how useless my degree was. But I took a lot of film classes because I wanted to do this stuff. I still don't know how to make a camera work, obviously. How many times have I gone out of focus? But like, oh, the people who take this shit seriously. I wish I had more knowledge about movies because I would make better references because they bring up some bullshit. They bring up some, the Italian movies. The Italian filmmakers that ended up making the spaghetti.
Or they bring up, dude, they could even bring up the director and I'm sitting there going, what's your favorite Martin Scorsese film? I'm going... I don't know, man.
Spaghetti Western.
It's like when somebody tells you to go somewhere and they say road names. I'm going, I don't know, brother. You just got to tell me locations. You got to go to the Wawa out that way. I go, oh, I know what you're talking about.
And da-da-da-da-da-da. No, have you had da-da-da? And fucking Stanley Kubrick, I want him to die. He's dead. But anyone who is a Kubrick fan is just a wife beater. Is just a piece of shit. I've never met a Stanley Kubrick fan that was not the worst person. Straight up. It's just the most pretentious bullshit. It really is. I can't stand it. He's just a very mean guy. He takes things very seriously and he makes sure everything is very exact. That sounds like an asshole. That sounds like someone who doesn't understand what art is. I don't like film nerds. I don't like them at all. Okay, never mind. We can move on. We can't move on. Whenever you bring up a movie that you like and they scoff, my favorite film of all time, Fantastic Mr. Fox. I really like Wes Anderson. And someone at a party, a film kid at a party, once told me that Wes Anderson is like the baby's first taste of like indie filmmaking.
No, I get that all the time because I always say my favorite movie is the original The Thing, and everybody thinks I'm a fucking chud for that. But it's like, bro, everybody's got I respect that. You know, Big Tug, I respect you saying Fantastic Mr. Fox because everybody says, oh, my favorite movie's The Godfather. Oh, my favorite movie's this. Oh, how about you have a fucking better take? How about you have something more unique? You know, come on, say something else.
His first, like, intro to not me.
Oh, my favorite movie's Interstellar. Oh, great. It's in top 5. Yeah, sure. Have a better movie.
Mainstream movies.
Or not better movie. See, I'm saying better movie like they're bad movies. I know they're fucking top 10 movies of all time, chat. But it's like, fuck. Jackass Forever? I don't know about that. That's what like Chris's favorite movie is. When he told me that, I was like, your favorite movies where they're getting their fucking dick bit by a snake? He's like, yeah, it's comedy gold. I'm like, okay.
Which
favorite movie though, Jackass. I do love the Jackass films. Favorite movie though, they're not even top 10, bro. The one scene in Jackass though where they get the bigger guy to run with a trash bag suit on, and then they have a tube, and they give him laxatives so he shits himself, and then they give him a tube and they hook it up, I think to like, it was either Wee Man or somebody else's face, and then they like turn up the speed and they make him run. That's funny.
You just get a crumb of pussy. My God. Oh my God. D tier. Them. I hate them. Moving up. Magic the Gathering nerds. I am one, and we suck. We suck. We suck. I've been making more Magic the Gathering content recently. I am going to be releasing I'm opening up Marvel Pack soon. Yay. There's definitely layers to this shit, but like the stereotypes of Magic the Gathering players, there's a kernel of truth there for sure. But that being said, this is one of those hobbies that people hate to love, and it's full of, I've met some very great people from this hobby. It's a very fun game. It's becoming less fun because of power creep, I guess, and you know, the universe is beyond, but I'm not going to get into that. I'll make a video about Magic the Gathering soon, or maybe I won't, but I'll put it in B tier because I'm biased and I want to put it in A tier. But
wasn't there a level, then you argue about the fan base of Magic, didn't they like harass like the game makers in the competitive sense to a point where they had to like all step down and they had to like backpedal? There's like a whole story about that where it was like the Magic the Gathering like community like bothered like these people so much to the point where they had to like resign.
B tier is fine. If B tier is because some of them are
like being the leader of Magic in the competitive scene sucks.
People, but
Tadsy, I don't know what it's called. I'm not that into Magic. I'll play Magic with my friend that's really into Magic. I'm a Magic LARPer.
Overall, it's a very fun game, and they don't bother you. Magic the Gathering people don't bother you. They might try and really get you into it, but besides that, they're not ruining parties. You know. Up next, the D&D nerds. We'll just say tabletop gaming, because I've come to find out that there's a lot of different types of D&D. You know what I mean? Like D&D is the bog standard, and then there's other things like Monster of the Week, I think, and there's like Lovecraftian shit, and there's like a million different like smaller single campaigns that are not, they have different rules and shit. I don't know this, by the way. My girlfriend, huge into D&D. I couldn't give less of a wish I did. I love improv.
Oh, Tadsy's the Amazing Digital Circus. I thought they were giving, what is the name of Magic the Gathering's competitive scene? I don't know what it's called. There's like an organization, and they make the rules on what cards are allowed. And they changed a rule, and it dropped the value of a set of cards so low that people were literally like giving them death threats.
And theater.
Like when CS made it so you could trade reds to fucking golds.
And I love, you know, getting into it, but like I've just never, every time I've tried to get into D&D, they handed me
Wizards of the Coast. Yep.
That sheet, and it's so many things you got to keep track of, and I get so dizzy and bored and scared, and I hand it back to them and I go play video games. D&D has obviously seen an uptick in recent years. It used to be some real dork shit, and now it's kind of like mainstream, which I think is interesting. But every person I've met from D&D, socially awkward, probably, yeah, to a degree, right? But very nice.
I love how much they get into it, though. I love that. Like, I want to do that. I've never played D&D, but I would get into a character. Would I feel really awkward and cringy for the first 15 minutes? Yeah. But I feel like being able to, like, genuinely LARP being an elf in the year 1230 in a foreign planet is pretty cool. The problem is then I have to pick up dice and roll something. I feel like it'd be better in, like, VR, you know? I'm sitting there, I'm wearing an outfit, and we're sitting at, like, a folding table, and I'm like, I cast Fireball. I roll 8.
Very nice.
It hits!
People, very fun people. The only thing I've met in D&D people that suck is they're like the theater kids that take it too far, very theatrical, very annoying.
I hear a lot of complaints about the dungeon masters. There's a lot of people that really only want to be a dungeon master, which is basically the game maker in like the Hunger Games sense. And they can be very mean.
They can be annoying. Like, they're in the campaign, they're really taking up a lot of time and like being their character and like breaking into other people's scenes and stuff. You gotta, you know, some people just don't have an off switch. But overall, I think A tier. I think they're really worth it. Honestly, you should.
That's also really funny. Somebody should do a video trolling D&D. You get with like a random group and you have like the worst character possible and just hard wedge yourself into every scene ever.
Look into D&D. It's probably really fun. It's probably going to be a good way to get out. Car nerds. So this is one that's a little weird.
Top Gear, greatest car show of all time.
Weird because no one would consider yourself a car nerd because it's a very masculine thing to like cars, which is hilarious to me. It's a automobile. It's a machine, and you're like, yeah, I like cars. Like, it's okay. You might as well say I like computers. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing to me. I don't know why it's such a male-dominated space. I grew up with my brother being a huge car guy. Whenever I have a question about a car, I ask him. He knows what the cool cars are. JDM means something. I really like boxy Japanese cars and hot hatches. That's what I like, and I only know those terms because my brother would tell me. And I would be like, I like this car. He's like, that car's lame as shit. I'd be like, I don't like that car. That car's stupid. I didn't want a Mitsubishi Cappuccino. Is that a car, Chris? Can you look that up? But regardless, that's fine. Some car guys are cool, but they all hate each other because if someone's driving a Subaru, that's gay. But if someone's driving Mazda, that's fucking lame. And every car sucks except your car. It's a really toxic area mentality. It's bad. It's bad to be there. Then they have car meetups, which I think is adorable. Like a bunch of dudes getting together and they're just like, nice car. Check out mine. Like they're making friends. I think that's cute in a Walmart parking lot. But
but it's really just like a flex competition too. I think it depends on the person. Like there's people that are into cars that really just want to have a better car than everybody else, but there's other people that just have an appreciation for cars themselves.
Them are buying like a Scion TC and lowering it a little bit and thinking they're a car guy, which I'm not going to get into the politics of this. That you are a car guy, but they would, there's levels to this shit, and it's very bad and toxic. But I don't know. I watched Top Gear, so I'm pretty much as much of a car guy as anyone else. I'm going to put them in C tier, because they can really suck. These people can really suck. Train nerds, I'm just gonna put that in S tier, because I've never heard of a train nerd do anything wrong. I mean, it is autism, plain and simple. I mean, I don't want to be rude, and I'm not, that term gets thrown around a lot nowadays, but like people who follow trains around and are excited to spot them, they're autistic. Once again, that's fine, but that's got to be on the chart.
No, they're all nice too. You never see, there's never a mean train nerd. They're always very informative on what they tell you.
Part of the spectrum, you know what I mean? Like no eye contact, go a little bit lower, loves trains. Like that's just real. That's a real thing. So S tier, lovely people. Star Wars nerds, probably D tier. I don't know.
Yeah.
They fucking suck. I never got into Star Wars.
Well, I don't know. I think there's still a split between Star Wars nerds that people like. There's people that really fuck with Star Wars that don't like that they're just still pumping out slop. I think that's like most people now. It's like, give it a rest. Like, you're ruining the legacy.
Because my father, who was a child at the time, saw the original trilogy, and he loved the first two. And then in the early 80s, he saw the third one, and he saw the little Ewok teddy bear creatures, and he thought it was, quote, gay. That was his, it was the 80s. But he thought it was lame and gay, and he tapped out. So he never showed me Star Wars. And you need to understand that if you don't see Star Wars at a young age, it's like Santa. You don't give a shit about it, because Star Wars was like...
Yeah, I've only seen like 2 of the movies. You're either in it or you're not. I feel like it's the same thing with like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Any of those big series, it's like... You watch that shit as a kid, or you like never get into it.
The Beatles. It laid the groundwork for science fiction movies. So like it really made a big difference. That being said, nowadays I've seen
Don't diss Lord of the Rings. I'm not dissing Lord of the Rings. I'm saying it's the same thing. Like most people that haven't seen Lord of the Rings by the age of 25 are never going to see it.
Before I saw Star Wars, I saw probably
it's like a 3-hour movie. You gotta lock in? No. Most people aren't getting into it.
15 science fiction movies that were 10 times.
I could watch it at 22 and still enjoy it. I'm not saying you can't enjoy it when you're older. I'm saying if you don't get into the movie series at a young age, you usually don't.
Times better. Million times better than Star Wars. Star Wars is bad. It is bad. It's basic ass hero's journey shit. It's so boring. The dialogue's pretty rough. It's lame. If you didn't see it as a kid, it's lame. It's pretty lame. And I think most Star Wars fans would agree with me on this. The one thing it has for it is world building. There's a million things going around with that world. They used to have the books that are no longer canon, and the nerds can really get into it. However, Star Wars fans hate Star Wars more than I do. It seems like a toxic fandom for themselves. Like they're so protective of that IP, and they're so afraid of it getting up, and it's been getting up since minute one. That's whatever his name is, what's the director's name? Regardless, he's been f***ing this shit up since day one. So God bless him. But they're pretty toxic, but they're to each other. So we'll put it in B tier. Oh, I put them in D tier. I'll leave them there. Star Trek nerds will go in B tier though. I've never really met Trekkies, but I know they were the like original.
Star Trek is just so old. Like I feel like somebody in chat right now or somebody my age, it's like you're not gonna meet somebody that's a big Star Trek fan. Like Star Trek fans are like late millennials because that's just such an old series. When did those come out? Sheldon Cooper? Yeah, Sheldon Cooper also would be based like that. Big Bang Theory was like 2010 and he was like 30 in that. When was the first Star Trek? 1990 or 1966. That's fucking so. Oh no, Star Trek Motion Pictures, the first film franchise, 1979. Star Wars first film release date, 1977. Okay, so they're around. Wait, whoa, really? I always imagined Star Trek was older. They were around at the same time.
Original fandom. They were the original.
That's like news to me.
Guys, gotta give props to the OGs. They are the reason of fan fiction, if you didn't know that. And that it's very interesting that these people really jumped on this thing. You know what I mean? They really enjoyed it and they've been into it for the whole time. And good for them, showing up to cons and wearing their little cute ears and wearing their little outfit leotards. It's very cute, but it's I never have ever given a little bit of a shit of Star Trek. I don't know where to jump in. It's like Doctor Who. Like, where do you start? I did like Doctor Who though. I didn't put Doctor Who on here. I love David Tennant. So yeah, Trekkies, I think they're toxic once again to each other, but I legitimately, it's kind of an old head thing. So I don't know much about it, but B tier, they are dorks. They do smell, but at the end of the day, I don't think they bother anybody. Gamers, ew. D tier. I'm a gamer. I game an unbelievable.
That's like okay, but that's literally everyone. That's literally everybody. You have to categorize specific types of gamers. How is gaming in D tier? How is gaming in D tier? Gamer, okay, it depends on the gamer, bro. If we're talking how nerdy something is, like people that play sports games or just base like controller shooters, that's not nerdy at all. Nerdy games, RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Genshin Impact, nerd games. Those are nerd games. But not in a bad way. It's like those are the games that are like more like you gotta be in that community. You know what I mean? You can be like a soft Call of Duty player. But if you play League all day. Not all day. Every week. You're playing League a lot. You're playing World of Warcraft a lot.
Now, if you
Rust. Oh my God. Rust is the nerdiest. Has to be. There are people that sleep by their bed waiting to get, or not by their bed. There's people that sleep by their computer waiting to get raided in Rust. That's like a level of commitment that you've made your entire life around Rust. Because it's like in real time, you could wake up and go, oh, fuck, my base got raided. Like any type of like faction game like that.
You talk to someone else that you don't know over a video game, you just can tell that we are all losers. Like we all need to take a break. I wish there was something on my computer that could turn off no more video games now. I'll keep going. It's an addictive hobby. I love it so much. I love competitive gaming. I love getting angry. I love it so much. Once again, there's levels to this shit, but like I think the worst gamer is way.
Don't hate on Rust. I'm not hating on it. That's what I'm saying, chat. I'm just saying it's nerdy. Right? I feel like nerdy is like an obsession with something that's super niche and not, I don't want to say unpopular because Rust is very popular, but not norm.
Worse than the worst other nerds. Sometimes I'll be playing Deadlock and on my team,
you know the nerdiest shit that's lame? Like people that pick the worst roles in GTA RP. There are people that actively pick having the most lame, boring job ever in fucking GTA 5 Online. What are you doing? Like somebody that's like actively opting to be like a taxi driver and they have to drive the speed limit all the way around for an hour and a half. What the fuck? That's not fun.
Get on the mic, he'll be like, we gotta push lane. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta mute this guy before I think about becoming him. I'm terrified of that. And we're always angry. We're always angry and racist and toxic and we hate women. Not we. But as a collective, like if a girl gets on the mic like, hey guys, can I have some help on Green Lane? And
oh yeah, no, that's like a death sentence. Being a woman and going open mic on like CS or Val. Holy shit. If you're a woman and you unmute on a fucking like 5-stack call with guys, oh jeez.
The guys would be like, girl ban. Like they'll just fucking destroy. And yeah, like I try and be overly nice to women in video games, and then other guys in the game would be like,
That's the other fuck shit. Yeah, if you're like a solo queue as a woman in CS and you unmute and you get in like a sexist lobby, they could just kick you. Like they could actually, like in mid game, you'll lose the point. They'll just kick you.
"You're trying to have sex with her?" I'm like, "No, I just feel really bad because I'm sure they're fucking sick of people like you." So D tier, we suck. Anime nerds.
Happy birthday, Daniel.
C tier, but I want to put them at a D tier. I don't know. I liked when anime was fringe. I liked when anime was for the dorks. Now it's very mainstream, and I do not like that. I don't like anime. We've been over this before. I can't take the anime voice acting. I can't watch the Amazing Digital Circus because all the voice actors are doing anime voices for some fucking reason. All that anime noises make me want to die. Do not take those sounds out of context, by the way. That's just what it sounds horny because that's what it is. It's weird. Why are they making those noises? Karukyu. I don't know.
Yeah, like heavy, like loud, like you hear them breathing.
I don't know. I don't know what words they say. Sake, we need to go to the palace right now. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, they could be like sitting down, being like, that's so sweet of you. You really thought you really have been into me that long? I had no idea. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm just flustered.
So why did they do that? Where did that start? And it's always about some f***ing dude who's super sick, or it's just like, oh, I don't think I'll be able to do it. And then he does it every episode.
Bro, and then there's people that actually talk like that. And then there's people that actively speak like that, like on a day-to-day basis. And it's like, dude, it feels like a transatlantic accent. Like you're forcing that.
End up figuring it out, and he just gets stronger and stronger. The plot, it's just people get excited about that. I f***ing hate anime. I do enjoy maybe slice of life animes. Like what's that, My Dear Friend Nakotan, but the deer girl. It was fun.
Not knowing what that is.
I enjoyed that. But like, you know, there's only so much. Attack on Titan was also good. I'll give it that. But at the end of the day, they're very obnoxious. And then finally, superhero nerds. I don't know. You guys have had too much time in the sun recently. I'm glad Marvel started sucking. I'm kind of glad that you got to slow down a little bit. We've been giving you too much. You've had too much on your plate. And you should recognize that. You know what I mean? Think of the other nerds. Magic the Gathering, they keep ruining it. You know what I mean? They don't care about us. Wizards of the Coast doesn't care about us. Marvel cares about you. You're a big moneymaker. So, you know, you guys got to calm down a little bit. I'm sorry the movie with the Red Hulk was kind of bad. Enjoy it, though. They made it. They made it for you.
Marvel did make a series of shit movies around the Morbius era.
Be happy. The new Spider-Man's probably going to suck, too. That's how these things work. But you're not a...
No. That one will be good. The other ones suck.
Annoying. You're just bitchy. You're whiny. So I'll put you at B tier. I have no problem with that. All right, gang. That's all the time I have for the dorks. If you have any other, there's a million different types of dorks. So if you have any other ones you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments down below. We probably could do a million of these videos. Sports.
Oh yeah, you could get into a million niche communities. Dude, Big Tug makes the fucking best content, bro. Come on. Book nerds didn't make the cut. Always kind of a thing. Now people watch, now people become romanticy nerds. Yo, I also gotta say, is there a level, can you call them nerds? People that are obsessed with reality TV. Like a level of obsession with, I'm not saying just like Love Island. People that watch, at the same time, they watch Love Island, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, fucking Real Housewives of New York, and other, I'm like, you are involved in so many people's lives that it's like unreal. Big Brother, all of them at once. So you gotta pick one, you know?